Wee, right away. Free up the flour. Free.
So I then fried them bros. Are history no good?
Ah, yeah, yeah, that is the way. Oh my goodness gracious. Specific color too, no?
Maybe she meant British Broadcasting Corporation.
No. Oh,
Never know.
BBB, no?
Yes,
No,
that's right.
BBC, BBC.
BBC, British Broadcasting
Oh
Corporation.
Lord, that is terrible.
Right. Morning, everybody. Welcome to a condensed episode of Free Flower Friday. Right now, Miss Love is out there gathering the free flower. Yes, Mr. Frisco and myself, Juice Mash Dish, is with you. You have just heard the 14th session of the House and the 15th sitting of the Senate. Yes, so it looked like the House have to catch up at least one.
Yeah.
I must say that the Speaker of the House looked beautiful with her low-cut hairstyle. Miss Valerie Woods, my family, looking very, very nice.
Okay.
You know, women go through some stuff, and a lot of time they deal with it personally, and they try to not make it public. But I like the way how she dealt with her issue. She let them know in public, and you know, they put on no toothpaste. Huh? You do ever time come and say the man can't say, oh?
Yo, what's up, man?
Where you going, bro?
Yeah.
You all right, chat? Yeah. All right. Later, my dog. Yes. Yo, this thing. I thought you talk to your kids nowadays, right? right, bro? Yo, bro. Yeah.
That is terrible. Yeah.
It is.
You up on
Not
this?
as bad as the Ballyway jump off a Belcan Bridge today, try to get the police. Have you catch her?
I don't know. Did he escape? I don't know.
I don't know. The man take water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
But
He never want to get rope up in that SOE. That will happen.
if this was Starsky and Hutch or Columbo or one of them there, they may have the right in the water after Ponytail.
Yeah, you know what? Only the star jump in the water. No
Yeah,
stars.
no stars.
No star never there about it.
No Clint Eastwood. Yo, that's rough.
No Jason Statham never there about.
No Jason Statham. The beekeeper.
Yeah.
I don't know if any actor make more movie than Jason Statham. There's a the actor that made more movie in history, I believe, than a Chinese actor, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I believe he's a Chinese.
Yeah. No Jet Li.
No, a jet plane. Most that would be prolific, right?
Yeah, I don't want to know which actor has done the most movies.
Prolific. Actor. How do you spell actor? I'm an actor.
Yeah.
All right, the most prolific actor. Well, obviously, Shakti Kapoor is one of the most comic actors to grace Bollywood screen. Okay, make up put that in a Creole because I don't know if most prolific actor that a thing.
All right, tell her
Actor who made the most movies.
Yeah, who made the most movies?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to use some big word, man.
I know.
Yes. I am not a prolific, I am just a lific. Actor who made the most movies. And the winner is Get out of here. Never. Nobody in a history of mankind would have believed that this grade B actor is the one.
Yes, right?
The actor with the most screen credits, including both films and television, is Eric Roberts.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, Julia Roberts' brother.
Okay.
He got over 700 credits to his name. He is often referred to as the hardest working man in Hollywood. And none of the movie really good. The man no star in one movie yet in a life. Okay, it'll be. But where did I see that Chinese guy? What actor has made the most movies? They said Eric Roberts.
Or starred. Maybe I have to put starred.
But I mean, not just when they're in that movie. No matter if you star, if you're in there, you get paid. Actors who starred.
Yeah, different from that, obviously, because you got for Trejo in that number 3.
Yes, that's the way they tell you.
Number 3. How Danny Trejo
Actor
at
choose
number 3? I ain't even know.
Eric Roberts pop up again. Yo, I got no faith in a Google. I got no faith in a Google. Actor with most credits. All right.
Okay,
The
you got,
actor with
you got
most.
which famous actors have been in the most movies from IMDb?
Uh-huh.
Famous actors. So
Shakti Kapoor.
Gertrude Astor, old school one for 1915. Number
name
2,
like
then bring
Gertrude.
back John Carradine. He's not number 2 again. Danny Glover.
Yeah. No, but you know something? There's like 100 different lists of the best actors.
Danny
Because-
Trejo again. Come up at them.
Yeah.
Danny
Yeah.
Trejo. Danny Trejo large.
I did look for one list here. We got one guy with name Brahmanandam as number 1, Frank Welker as number 2, Jagati Sri Kumar. Think I got some funny with my name. As number 3, Fred Tatasiori as number 4, and Shakti Kapoor again.
I guess they have different
Eric Roberts come after Shakti Kapoor.
different categories. Can you have which famous, then you just have which actors. So, you know, which subheading you want to use.
They got one Indian guy with name Muhammad. When I saw Muhammad Ali, I went, what? Muhammad Ali me act in a movie too. Ed Begley Jr. Keith David. All right. Keith David, the one of the guys where I wouldn't say is in all the movies, but this brother has been in movies. But where I can't copy it.
Yeah, well, you see the guys, he's been in the most movies. Eric Roberts.
Yeah. Well, I did tell you that mediocrity pays.
I know how much movie Danny Trejo they in I saw.
I only know Machete. Machete. I know the man made it in a Machete.
Danny, they're number 3.
Machete? Oh, yeah, what you do?
Let me see. Okay, maybe check this list here. Man, everybody, Free Flow Fridays, we just wing it right now. It's Friday.
That's right. That's right.
So, Danny Trejo number 3, Christopher Lee. Where Christopher Lee acting? I never even know him.
Christopher Lee, the old actor, he used to be like vampire and Draculas and stuff like that.
Richard
in a real
Ray.
life, he looked like a Dracula.
Okay. Mickey
I'm
Rooney.
trying to picture up here.
Yeah,
Huh?
number 6. Mickey Rooney, they're number 6. Jackie
Mickey
Chan,
Rooney.
they're number 7.
Yeah, you know, I used to look at Mickey Rooney and said to myself, man, that what this man do to himself. But if you look at Mickey Rooney now and the way Mickey Rooney look when he's young, it look like one young pumpkin will get rotten and I left it out in the sun. But I made it say that what the man did that for, but what happened, he was a boxer. He may stop acting for a little bit and became a boxer. And apparently he wasn't a very good boxer because he broke up his face and he had to go and get plastic surgery and that's how he looks so.
Okay.
There's a picture of Christopher Lee in the group. You tell me the man who look like Dracula. If he walk up to me right now, I give him his soul.
I guess. Yeah, I
When
mean, yeah.
you know who was the scariest vampire to me in all movies? It was the first vampire movie they made.
Yeah, black and white?
Black and white.
Yeah, that
And
guy.
This guy, this guy that me name Nosferatu or something like that. Yo.
Yeah, the iconic
And for-
Dracula guy.
Yeah. That still scare me.
Yeah.
From way back then. Because if I frightened myself, sorry. Now who they upstairs?
Lexi.
Yeah, Palexi again. Hi, Palexi. There's Nosferatu. Or
Mighty
what's that?
D Force. But I heal up Mighty D because of me heal the man yesterday.
Heal up the man.
And we need to go and like shine and then maybe. I mean, I don't know, group. They must say how we not get no how we not get no call.
Ex call I say check this down.
Shut down this aberration. Shut down.
Yo.
Me a group call at least 3 times for the week.
Yes, I know.
I know.
What happened? you know something? And today I hear they got different hosts on the show.
No, they never had no show. They never had no show.
Really? Because
No show,
you
no show.
sure?
Yes, no show. The show shut down,
Oh,
suspended.
they must have been, yeah, they must have been showing reruns because I gotta tell you the truth. You know, we don't live in a bubble. We know that Prem Radio and XTV and the Mandela is the greatest in the country. We know that. So we don't mind talk about people. But that story yesterday was a big story, all across the country because that's something where you normally don't see much. Every now and again, me and Frisco that catch, the argument. But, Frisco now tell me that I him to buy my gas money.
What they say?
Yeah, boy, boy. That boy that me pay, that me pay.
I never hear half of what they mean to say.
Boy, a lot of things going on. But again, you know something, man? A couple of things happened there. We have a few people that we know on the Morning Stew that we tell you got VIP pass, where they could walk in and boom, yeah, where they go on? But normally, for you to get on the Morning Stew, you need to call me, Frisco, or Lisa, set it up, and that's how you get on. From what I understand, Fonso and Joe, they were talking about the court decision, and Shine didn't like some of what they were saying. So he walked into the studio like he wasn't invited. He wasn't a guest. And here,
you invite the bars, my boy?
Yes, anyway. Who have we on the phone, Mr. Frisco?
Big wins. None bigger than the wins himself.
Good morning, top of the morning. How are you guys doing this morning?
What up?
Not so bad. I'm sorry they didn't pick that Atlanta Port.
Well, first, my guys, we're about Lisa there because I've been out of touch this week.
Lisa guy must have got blackout.
No man, Lisa to get some free flour for him.
You know what? I think Lisa would be the best judge or referee between one or two. And I'm happy that you and Steve not there in the same studio.
Lisa don't know referee. Lisa left me right, they make me tumble down.
That's right.
You know what? And so many times you have shut down, or at least you've made an attempt to shut down Steve, but Steve hold the ground.
That's a part of the show. That's it.
You see them they try to do what we do, but they can't do it like we.
You know what I mean? Then they beat up their head by the zinc fence. Yeah. Hey, boy, I tell you, but you know what? You guys have always stayed on topic. You guys always agree to disagree or whatever you may want to say or call it, no? But, and you guys, at the end of the day, you and Steve, Frisco and Steve, you guys respect each other's opinion at the end of the day. But I never once heard you guys say...
No, they assume nothing.
Group said no, they assume nothing.
No, I've never heard.
You're correct, Wins. You're correct. You're very correct.
Yeah.
I've never seen Frisco point his hand to the right or to the left or in the back and say, shut it down. I've never heard that.
No, that's a call for way out, so.
Yeah, that can't come from we. That has to come from a higher pay source.
Yeah.
I've never seen the boss man just push away in and say, hey, I just sit on here today. I left on the show. So we gotta respect the boss man,
Yo, I thought if X1 and if X1 come in, X will come in anytime he want. We don't quarrel with X. We like X. We don't like Fonso and Joe.
when I come in, then we talk. When I come in face to face and I come behind it and link with the zinc. You know what I mean?
Day to go, man, on Friday. What's up?
Huh?
I said, how the Friday to go?
Boy, you know what? It's been a pretty chaotic week. But you know what? I got to count my blessings. I got my little PTO coming up, a little paid time off, a little vacation coming up. But I know the corner of the land and honey. I went somewhere else foreign, but I got to give God thanks for his blessings. Nothing perfect, but you know what? Like I tell my clients, I said, you know what? I'm doing well. I woke up this morning. It's not perfect, but I got to give thanks and praise, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Anytime I hear the word client.
Steve, if you know for make Johnny cake.
Yes, on my Facebook page, I have a recipe of me making Johnny cake when I'm at the teacher's book.
You do?
BW, anytime I hear somebody say they have client, I think they're rich,
You know
people not got client. Rich people got client.
I think I've had Johnny cake maybe once.
Really?
Poor thing.
Yes. But Steve, but for real, you have a recipe on your page for real?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check it out.
I actually have a video.
Who's asking for it.
I want find it and repost it again. I have a video of me making the best for prick Johnny cake. And you have to prick your Johnny cake, you know.
I want somebody want to work up something for Mother's Day Sunday. My wife know for make it, but she not got measurements. She says she, most Billy's and then just dash in.
Yeah.
Leave it at this.
You're like Donna. Your wife, they're like Donna. Donna cook the nicest food and you say, babes, how you make that? Well, one pinch of this one, dash of that one, leave it at that.
Yeah.
And I had looking at the book to see much one pinch equal.
All right. Everything is well behind the zinc, though, right? With you guys.
Yes, sir.
Everything good, only. Harlan still can't get over that bad case of ugly way you got.
Boy, hold it down. Anyway, well, listen, man, you guys. Cashew Fest this weekend, no?
Yes, sir. Tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
What is that going to be in Steve's backyard?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right, you know, but I could hear the music from Cashew Fest. I could smell the fire hot food.
Yeah, well, I've never attended one of those before, but if you guys do attend, enjoy on my behalf, no?
Yes, sir.
Yo, we're on shout out to tomorrow from Cashew Fest.
You still got remnants of the good food or what? From Alon.
Boy. Then try start it right now, because I don't never got no breakfast already, so don't even start.
Respect again.
Try talk about food right now, Wins.
But all I had a cup of coffee and a croissant. Only eat croissant down there, what?
Yeah, I mean...
Of course, you could find that right at the lady at the corner. There's a press on in the day.
Yeah, I mean...
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, the last week we stopped dealing with Mula Cat, you know. This week, we got car now.
Why? You know what I could whop right now? Right now, I could whop on 3 meat pie.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't call which one because I got my favorite, but I don't call no name. I don't promote.
You got a favorite? You could say a favorite. That your favorite?
Well, I had old school. I had Darius.
Okay.
I had old school.
DW. Well, Darius, we love Darius. But me can tell you something. Me can tell you how the culture different. Alain they come today and land 12:30 at the PGIA. Guess right. Alain they bring all kind of things for me. But guess where I love that Alain they bring? Did they bring one Big Mac? Did they bring one Whopper? Did they bring one bucket of KFC? Did they bring 4 apple pies from McDonald's? And a partridge in a pear tree.
Fella.
Hey, Groove, you serious or what?
I know you bring all that people on plane, brother.
BW, the only thing I miss about foreign, that the food.
One time, years ago, I flew to LA, and I don't know if you guys probably familiar with Pollo Loco chicken. You know how they broil chicken, and I bring it back on the plane. Okay, everybody be hungry, and everybody started pass my seat. When I opened up my food on the aroma, everybody started to cut their eye out of me.
You sound like Oliver the care fried fish on the plane.
All right, man.
Well, we're not talking about fried fish on the plane. Anyway, guys, have a safe weekend. Good morning, Good morning, crew, everyone. And the usual listeners, all right? And how Castle boy, I don't hear Castle.
The right boat.
The man, all right? The man, the boat?
Yeah, man in the car, but we done the show.
The man, the hide.
BW, look out.
Wait. Smooching, they go on here, smooching.
What?
Everybody was smooching.
I hope that they were waved that.
You was smooching.
With a Donna?
Yeah.
Good morning, Donna.
Yeah.
What's up, boy?
We roll on this side coating in.
All right, everybody was smooching, like, you know.
Hey, you know how they say right hotter than 9 days of love? That's what my mom used to say.
Yeah.
Take care,
anyway, yes, you guys handle on the candle. I'm out.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yo, then you had to say, I hope BW don't think that hear me to say, take care, babe, love you.
Oh, man.
Oh, that I'm going, yo, they're going to get Alain. I'm going to get Alain too, but, the show is on, so I will wait here for my Big Mac. But, yeah. Apparently a swarm of bees killed a dog on Lizarraga Avenue. Now, that's a very, very sad story because a dog is, people's best friend. But I think if nothing else illustrate how dangerous a bee attack would be, that is. Because if anything could get away from bees, it would be an animal. A dog, they could run, they could get away, they could hide. People, a child getting swarmed by bees if an adult isn't around, and even if an adult is around, you could get the same outcome. So if anybody out there have bees in an area, you need to contact Baja. We gave the number to a young lady who is a bee expert on the show the other day, Ms. Elise Vernon. But one person can't deal with all of this. If you have a bee situation, get in touch with Baja. I'm going to try to find that number too.
What we did, maybe a couple of weeks back, what we did, and I guess what we did speak of is kind of happening. That, guess what? The bees are on the move, as what our expert told us.
Yeah.
And they're in the city. And people in the city should be very, very careful. Well, I always say the city. A gentleman was attacked down south. He was killed. Another gentleman was attacked up north. Obviously, he wasn't, but he was attacked. He was swarmed. So, like, there should be a heightened level of awareness that bees are on the move. They're here, there, and everywhere, and the Africanized bees, and they will attack.
Yeah.
You hear it on the news yesterday. One news source had it on. We've been speaking of it for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know who else needs to speak about it. We had a call with a mechanic called us in his area dealing with bees. So it's clear, it's obvious that guess what? The bees are around. They are moving. They're in the city. They might be all over the country. And it's a dangerous scenario. It's a very dangerous scenario.
I see people putting up opinions like what to do, how to get rid of it. I would not suggest to nobody when they go try and mess with beehive if you don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because bees will swarm. Smoke won't protect you to a point, but they will come out of you. So, like, again, I would not suggest that you try to deal with the bees by yourself. If there's bees in your area, try to stay away from that area until you get somebody who could, come and deal with it itself, unless you are confident that you could deal with it.
Yeah.
But
say, no, this is a part we come in, like the media come in and shows like this, because there's nobody's putting out any official, warnings that be aware of bees and things like that, and it's obvious, a heightened type of, if you want to call it season or whatever time you want to call this. And we've over the years, like some years you had some heightened times when bees were like really, and then they had some years where you hear about no bee. But this year they have, the last couple of weeks, last month, been hearing a lot about bees. And again, remember, we have mainly the Africanized bees, and they're very territorial. And so you find bees in a places. So many times in some bushy area, and the people in the chop, and that aggravate them, and you have one attack. That seems to be the case. So, hey, we have to do for we part to spread the word. I don't know what you could do. Like when you say group, I don't know what you could do if bees, you just happens to you walk through the street and all of a sudden one swarm. What the hell do you do?
Yeah. Well, they said that you're not supposed to move your hand.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you something. If one set of bees swarm me, I tell you, I want to run. I want to back thing off of my head. I want to do everything when they tell me not to do, because that's the way you're instinctively gonna do. The only thing I could suggest, if they come, you try find shelter, one place where they can't get in and get away from the bees. Or expert told us, not try jump in a water and think you're on wait for them bees, because they are wait there for you too. If you have bee problems, you can contact Baja. Their number would be 822-0818 or 822-0197. Again, 822-0818 and 822-0197. They're open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So, don't take no chances. Don't take no chances.
Oh, no, very serious thing.
Yeah.
Very serious thing. Let me try to get this.
Yeah. Well, the BNTU, I'm not sure if the protest is still going on, but I know that they were out there bright and early in numbers. First, I believe they said they were on Constitution Drive, and they were doing their thing.
Okay. What up, Ram?
Yeah. Greetings, brothers. And I guess I know here Lisa, so she might not be around.
Well, you could still hail out Mona Lisa Love if you want.
Yeah, you great, I want to wish her happy Mother's Day, because I know they work tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, we be in Crooked Tree, boy.
We are there, Crooked Tree tomorrow.
Yeah, that's good too. It's a pity I can't make it, because I don't got nobody to go with me, you see. I did by myself. But anyway, in regard to the bee, right? I listened to the bees for quite a while, from many places. And so, but the thing I always want to know, why every time they say that the bees, the killer bee, the bees, why is always they put it more emphasis when they say Africanized bees?
Because the species originate from Africa.
Yeah, but what a coincidence that everything that is Africa is the one that does bad.
Well,
yes, well, they have to blame black people for everything.
Certain things is
the sun they come from Sahara, like everything that's from Africa bad. Right?
Racism.
So that's my observation.
If you get a hippopotamus attack, you're probably there in Africa. If you get a lion attack, you're probably there in Africa. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. I just say, like very much like our brother Nori said this morning, every time a bad boy, everybody said Billy City. Every area, Belize, they always they paint Billy City as a bad area. And so I couldn't call them, but I tell her, yeah, that's a long time. When you go to the Keys, North or West, at the moment you mention Billy City, like nobody want to deal with you. Okay. So we have Leo the 14th, the Pope.
Yes.
Robert Francis.
Prevost.
The way I like about him, introduce himself with peace, right? And another thing, he seems to be very much happy as a South American, because I say he adopted the Peruvian nationality. He seems to be very much happy at that than to be American.
But why the man never talk in English so we can understand folks talk?
Into they say what? They say the name that he adopted.
Yes.
Leo the 14th is because he will be, and he always been, people say, for the destituted people, for the poor.
Yes. And immigrants.
That's the thing I like. And then another thing I mentioned yesterday, that majority of people, they look out to see who is the Pope, no matter which religion. Yeah, that is true. But those we don't know, some are we with our Illuminatis, where we say and we learn things. That's what Illuminati means. When you are a person who study all kind of things to be aware of the world affair. Well, those who don't know,
be enlightened.
The Pope is a vital member of the international world's affairs, and quote. Whenever the big countries have meetings and so, the Pope has to be there. And he is also like a judge in whatever meeting the world affairs take care.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, Ram.
So happy Mother's Day to the mothers, to the grandmothers, to those fathers that also work as mothers, and especially to those mothers that carry their children in the right direction, and do not turn their children against their father. I can't.
And to the Madamakers.
Yes, I yes.
Oh, tilapia
Yeah.
man. Make sure you you say you live around the ground. So you mean you live close to the grounds at Crooked Tree?
Yes,
Up the street.
everybody close.
Because the man say he smell the food and he smell. How the hell I never? Well, I used to see the man around, but we never meet. I used to see him around when I used to go there. All right, respect. I got.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Take care. A question where my daughter asked me about the Pope is, what's his name? And I told him, I said, well, they take different names. He said, so what's his name now? I said, Leo the 14th. And she asked the obvious question. You mean there was 13 other Leos before him? Leo Pope? So apparently there was, but the Leo that he followed, Leo the 13th, is particularly remembered for his belief that pastoral activity in political sociology is also a vital mission of the church as a vehicle of social justice and maintaining the rights and dignities of the human person. So I would never say that these papal votes are political or anything like that. But a lot of people have been bringing out the irony that this is a North American Pope, the second American Pope in history, the first being Francis, because he was from South America. This Pope is from North America, so he's the second American Pope. And he got up there, he didn't address the crowd in English, he addressed the crowd in Latin and in Spanish. This Pope has publicly denounced Trump and J.D. Vance on social media posts. So far, there are 3 elections that took place that if it wasn't for Donald Trump, the right wing would have been winning elections everywhere. The right wing was headed for a great victory in Canada until Trump, and the Liberal Party won. The right wing in Australia was heading for a landslide victory until Trump, and the Liberal Party won, the Democratic Party, the one with sense. And now, even in the conclave at Vatican City, an election was held, and most likely it would have been a conservative pope. And lo and behold, we have a pope that is anti-Trump. So let's keep that boy in power for 5. Let's keep him in office for 4 months. You can't destroy the whole world. I mean, for 4 years. You can't destroy the world for 4 years. I think we get normal people back in power.
We'll be right back.
Yes. After these messages.
You may not get
All right. Free up the flower. Free up the flower. On a Friday. Today's the 9th day of May. Yep. And you're locked into the Morning Stew. One down. There he is.
9th de Mayo.
There he is. Get some flour. Bow. All the different ways you could get some free flour right there.
Flower power.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You want to read it? Bobby
Yeah.
B. Sutherland got up there?
Bobby V.
Yeah.
What the man to say?
He's Sunday book. Good morning to the stew. I wanted to have a little discussion about the government of Belize. Remember, in June last year, they came and collected our money and our kids' paperwork claiming they were giving citizenship to them through the diaspora or naturalization of citizenship. So far, it seems that they forgot about us here after they collected the money. I didn't know nothing about that. My daughter called, and no one could have given her any information about it at all. How can you guys
what was that like?
getting
Like
this
you were
word out?
paying like money to get the process going to become citizens of Belize?
I guess. I have no recollection of this
Yeah, we have to
knowledge.
look
I'll
into
check in the
that,
crime news
dig
center
a
and
little
see about it.
further.
I don't know about it, Bobby B. First time I hear about it.
Mm-hmm. We'll find out more and give some more information to you in the next week. Yeah.
I'll link with the crime news
Um,
center.
That's right. That's right. Bill Gates says that he planned to give away most of his fortune by 2045. Bill Gates has always been giving away his money. Bill Gates the one ain't guy where, like they say, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You know, because a lot of people say rich people no give away their money, then keep their money for themselves. So Bill Gates go all over the place to give away money. And they say, oh, you know why rich people don't give away their money? Because they want control poor people. So if I had rich people, I mean, to God, you can't win. But Bill Gates says he's probably one of the most prolific, we're calling people that give away philanthropists, you know, and he gives away his money. The people who begs bad, they pick it and they say, what? What you say? You want to work all of your life to get all the money so that we could live off of it and you want to give it away? I want to tell you something. I think that lousy. If I was one of the richest men on the planet and I got all that money, you think I'd be that fool to left my picnic and my family, you know? I mean, Papa with $100 million in the bank? No! I'd get a few millions of dollars. But yeah, I can understand the man want to give away his money. You know, you can't carry it with you. And it better give it away now so that you know what's happening to it. And when you die, other people, they don't want to give away money. They want to try to figure out how they can keep your money. So it better you give it away for real. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that our female forecaster come in because you remember Miss Belle Esther Buttons? You know, like Esther say, just use the middle initial, belly button. You remember her? Belly button?
Bell E buttons.
Yes, belly buttons, yes.
No, I had to do a quick look because that you said Bill Gates, but there are some other rich folks who, for some strange reason, decided that they're not leaving their fortune to their offspring.
Yeah.
And many
Denzel, that one?
donating their money to philanthropic causes,
Mm-hmm.
while others are just determined to make their children learn the value of work.
Yeah.
Bill Gates is number one on the list. Man, we did $106 billion.
You don't count it.
Man.
Honorable Lando Areola Agustin. Is it true, President? Too many parasites. They want things happen, but don't want to be part of the change. Not being a good role model to our children. Okay, I'm not sure what that statement was based on, but I agree with you.
You mean to talk about Trump and the decision and the Pope and whatnot?
Oh, yeah. I think it's a backlash. It's a backlash against Trump. And eventually, it's already a backlash against America because they're losing a lot of money. Everything is going up. But the diehard cultists, they still feel like, hey, if Trump said things good, things good.
Well, yeah, because
I think you want to change the Persian Gulf name to the Gulf of Arabia. What's up with this dude? Want to change everything name?
yeah, you know, a special case. Yeah, even what's the name of the guy? Musk. They understand what it is because the company take a lick.
Yeah,
When the
exactly.
world start boycott your company and your brand, you know
Yep.
the time to leave. But
I tell you.
yeah. So the other person that Jackie Chan.
Uh,
Jackie Chan say yeah. He's not leaving his what you saying, do? Plans to leave half of his fortune to charity when he dies, and none of it going to his only son, JC.
JC.
He said,
Arzu?
yeah, he said in quotes, if he's capable, he can make his own money. God
Well,
damn
Jackie
it.
Chan. Jackie Chan is a communist baby, you know.
Yeah,
He
is it the Chinese
Yeah,
Communist
he's
Party?
a
Yes.
big a communist. So when he said he's going to give his half of his fortune to charity, I think he mean he's going to give it to the Communist Party.
Yes. Zuckerberg say you know the gay children no money.
Zuckerberg shouldn't even be allowed to have kids. You got any picnic? If you're not got no picnic, you should have sterilized and now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who else? Gene Simmons.
Kiss.
Yeah.
Denzel say no, he left nothing for your picnic either.
I don't want him to say thanks, Dad, for making me rich. No, you want to be able to stand on your own 2 feet and say I did that. All right.
Yo, you know something? Those are bad parents. Those I don't care when nobody tell me those are bad parents. You will live a good. You mean to tell me you will live a life in the lap of luxury and tell your son or your daughter, all right, you know what? Get the hell out of here and have to make an own lap of luxury. That is a bad parent. I could understand you telling, you know what? When you reach this age, you'll have this amount of money waiting for you. But until then, you need to go out there and do your thing. You still have more than everybody else. But I know they give you everything. Go out there and,
Or
mingle in the world.
you put in a position where part you have the knowledge to take over the business, if you want to call it that, no?
My boy, me can tell you something. If my ma or my pa, me ever dead, I never left nothing for me. Me no me I buried in. Me I still there over there. I know the trick, yo. That worthless. Forgot money and then I left it for your picnic.
Gordon Ramsay saying he left nothing for your kids. Really.
Where went Gordon Ramsay? Yeah, I left one cookbook.
He said the only thing I've agreed with my daughter Tana is that you get 25% deposit on a flat, but not the whole flat.
Okay. All right. Let's go say Frisco. You got $100 million, and you to make out your will, and you got your daughter. You as a normal human being, who you to look out for?
Will you ask me?
Yeah.
Well, no man.
What you do with your 100 million?
I would have think that, and yeah, always surprising that these people read that kind of stuff, because whatever you do for benefit yourself while living, but also for pass it on to your children. That's the main purpose of, and not just children. If you could help your family members.
Yeah.
But
Because
family members that want make up my mind. I would more consider, say family members. If you are getting a son in or not. But children supposed to be like automatic. Unless you got a real numbskull kid where, just act the fool when you reach a certain age. How about that group? Suppose the children are just disrespectful. Right?
Well, I go back.
Would you still
to the
give
parable
him or her?
I go back to the parable of the 3 sons from the Bible. The father gave 3 sons equal amount of money, and went out and see what they did with the money. And when they come back, the father, asked them what they do with their money and things like that. One son said he invested it. The other son said that he worked with it, and the third son said he hid it because he did not want to touch it. The father said, "You that a jawbone where not left nothing for." Because I gave you something that you could build on and you chose to sit on it and hide it to protect it. So, I got to tell you something, bro. A lot of things, I don't think you normal if you rich and you left your. But rich people, for them poor, different than for we poor, you know. When we say we're not left with picnic, nothing that mean we not. You might get $100.
Yeah, but the
When a
question
rich
is, all right,
person
yeah, but
say
suppose I got one,
they
you
not left
know,
them picnic nothing, then they give them $100 million or
but
$20
suppose,
million.
but suppose I got a child where, I mean, you old and then eventually your child become adult and now a real job one.
That's still your child. It's still the product of your loins.
You depend drugs, you depend thing like that. You still
Well,
gone.
then what you do again? You put it, a trust fund for him or her under the watch of somebody and tell them if you ever get half or whatever your hook pan, this is yours. But if you not get half, this money will go to
Okay.
such and such a charity after a few years. If you know, I mean, you're not bro.
No, I
You
get
know,
you. Fair
I
enough.
got to tell you
Fair
something.
enough. Fair enough.
I
Fair
got to tell you
enough.
something. You see, before my father died, my father was a jawbone like that. He sold out everything that he had when he died. And, that is the worst that any father could ever do. Not that I wanted anything, I had more than him anyway. But just the idea that you are getting ready to kick the bucket and your obsession now is to see how much you could take away from your family. So those people I think are nuts. They don't think correct. They're narcissists. They're only there for themselves. If you say, I left Bill Gates, all of them. If I left, I never said they're not smart, but they're not socially conscious.
Right.
They don't understand parenting.
You got an Aram?
I hear you mention the immigration something, right?
Actually,
You mentioned something about somebody sent a text concerning that he pay and he never gets through with the immigration something.
Yeah.
You mentioned that just a while ago.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. About 2-3 years back, or maybe 5, this amnesty business, and I heard that they was charging $250 for an underage and $500 for an adult. So some people will pay them, and some didn't. Some I even hear somebody gone out of the country, they never want to deal with that. But the next thing I could tell you is that before that, the United States had a program through Central America, that includes Belize, called IOM. And I attended the program at Billmore, and I got a certificate. But the first program was to repatriate people. In other words, the U.S. wanted to stop them from going to the U.S. and send them back home with something like, say, you're a barber. Okay, why you want to go to the States? Because I want to have a barber shop. Okay, they fix you up. They fix all the things for you to make you go back home to your country. But they want to install a barber shop to you so that you don't have no need to go to the States. That's how it started. Then eventually they turned it into charges and so,
Okay.
And these people that you say that they not left nothing for their children. I have friends who have good money abroad, home and abroad, and what they did, they put the children to work like employees. But the idea is to make them learn the work. They're like if you're 15, by the time you're 25, you know the work. So if I pass away at that time or a little later, by that time you already know the value of the money because you will learn to work for it.
Yep.
Then I had another friend, which he, at the age of 69, he became blind. And he had properties in Carmelita, in Cotton Tree, and some other area, and Belize City, and so. And he said to me that he not left nothing for them because he has several children. Because now that he is 69 and he blind, nobody take care of him. He has to go to the street. Say the only thing the children ask are, when you left piece of land for me, that's all they ask. They never say, Daddy, you need water. Daddy, you need nothing at all. They just left the man by your own when the man become blind. So he say, nothing for them. And the man tell me, say, I give it to anybody else except the children. But anyway.
All right. Got you. I'll put that one to Groove.
Groove.
Yes.
Groove. Make sure
Uh-huh.
you have that tilapia wine and Cape Frisco for sampling.
I'll try to get the scale out of it.
Yeah, all right, group. So that's a perfect scenario. How about that one day? Do you still
Uh,
do you still uh yeah, that's a very good one. What do you think about that one day? That scenario. Where the,
about I was double dipping just now. I was Miss Love was calling. Uh-huh.
no, Ram said the guy got old and blind and none of the kids ever want to take care of, huh?
Yeah.
And they might maybe
Well,
never know what he have. And so whatever he had, they say, you know what? I know the Guineas ungrateful children nada. Because they showed him
yeah.
that they were ungrateful.
Yeah.
Do you
You said
still
something.
gift them?
Yo, bro, I want to tell you something. Responsibility come in all forms. I remember one time I'm smart enough to tell my ma, well, me never asked for there. The one who decide to bring me here. So I better take care of me. Yeah, why? I can tell you. But I want to tell you that any child where they walk wrong, no matter how old, is that for we responsibility. We brought them here. We that one we did it. Whether or not your kid like you or not, there is right and wrong. There are more. I know, me personally, if I had 5 kids, I got 4 kids. If on my dying bed I say I'd have left something for 3 of them, but not for that one, I would not go on easy. It would not be peaceful. It would be more peaceful for me to say, you know what, that one I mean a jawbone. But that no change stop me from doing the right thing. That like when you get offering, you don't know what to do with it. When you give a gift to somebody, you can't tell them what to do with it. How, if you give somebody money, you can't tell them how to spend it. So even if my kid treated me wrong, I know I retaliate on my dying bed just to prove to him that he was wrong or she was wrong. I'd make giving something to them would make them feel worse for how they treated you. And still you want to do your thing.
Man,
You
you
want to do
bring
your
tears to
very
my
thing.
eyes. God damn it.
Man, for real, imagine you treat somebody so terrible. And when you look, that person did the ultimate kindness for you. That that will work on your mind if you have any decency. Now, I know to say you kiss nobody behind, but your kids are your responsibility. You should love your kids whether or not they're a criminal, whether or not they're one asset to society, whether or not they're gay, whether or not anything. You should love your kid. You should protect your kid. Yeah, yeah,
Very,
yo.
very, very interesting. Very interesting. I know many might not have the same view.
Because
Very.
people, you know why families break up so much, and why you have fathers and sons always the thing, because we not get the sense of what parenting is. We don't get the sense. It's not one thing where you have somebody where you could control, and when you say jump, they say they're not that. That one give and take with everything in a life, bro. And there is no way one child would get to hate a parent so bad unless there was something
But
contributing to it.
you guys are ungrateful children.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
You
You're right.
seen it and
You're
heard
right.
it, but you decide, live and let live and forgive.
Yo, all I am
Hey, nothing
saying
wrong
is,
with
no,
that. Nothing wrong
bro.
with that if that, you're a bigger person
You
than many.
Yeah, you know why? I want to tell you. You know what? One of the things that I appreciated most in my life. I didn't grow up. Me and Ken didn't grow up with Patrick and Gerald and Lucia and all of them. We didn't. We bumped into each other a couple of times, but we didn't grow up together. When we were like 17 and my father knew he was dying, my father called my mother and me and Ken and all of Patrick, Gerald, all of them, and he introduced us. When you are on your dying bed, you're not there to revenge. You're there to tie up loose ends. you know, and I don't know. It's just the way I don't know what's going to happen when you die, but I don't want the consequences of my action while I'm alive dictate what would happen to me, you know, when I move on.
Yeah.
One of our listeners says, and I quote, way to go, Hans Reyes. Speaking of legacy and kids, etc. Morning, please explain, remind Frisco who the heir is because he sounded really lost yesterday. He is the heir because I am, well, the king or the king. Yes, Swayze call his son the heir. And I like that. You know what? That's one of the first thing we make I say, yo, I like this, the way how Swayze deal, because Swayze knows how to parent. Our job as parent is to make sure that when we leave from here, everything that we have accomplished, we give it on to our kids so that they could build on that. That's the whole colonialism work. That's the whole the Europeans. When I grew up with them Jewish kids and stuff like that, where the place been or Torah Shalom, something anyway like that. You know what they did for birthdays? They never get no car or no doll. Every family member came with one envelope. We had at least $1,000 in there. And when you have 150 or 60 family members that bring to your bar mitzvah $1,000, that's how them bill you up for the time you 13. You to start off with $100,000 in the bank. It's a mindset on parenting.
Okay. What do you want done? Gotta be quick.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
If you would ask me, what did you hear today in Belmopan? The answer is simple. Rising expectations. I have witnessed 64 national budgets. At least half of them participating and the other half listening. It is a usual every year thing. We call it a yearly exercise, fiscal exercise of what is intended to do in the next year. Revenue over expenditure. It was well presented. The Governor General was quite nice, polite. The Prime Minister put his side on the table. Now, the debate next week is something that is worthwhile listening. We are going to hear things that we have heard already, but we will not hear what could happen. Our economy right now is quite fragile. Our sugar industry, the Prime Minister mentioned it, one of the biggest ones, is not so healthy. The citrus industry continues to rise and fall. The banana industry is very fragile. One little hurricane and every banana tree is on the ground. The cattle, where we have this hookworm, the screwworm, that can affect us at any moment, fragile. Tourism, where tourism has been doing pretty good so far. But can you imagine, and this is what I think people must be told, can you imagine a Category 4 hurricane hitting Belize? Tourists just fall down. So all these things should be mentioned so that people do not have this revolution of rising expectations. People say, aha, you hear? Things went back to one because they might spend $1.3 billion. That's not so. A country's economy, especially us that we don't produce those high polluting material, I mean export material like oil and gold and all this. Our economy is actually one that we have to babysit. babysit so that we know that we can have the guaranteed dollars. The result should be explained to the people more than what people think. The result depends on what we have saved aside of what we intend to collect.
Yeah.
Because the result guarantees for $1. So again, I repeat, we heard today, nice deliveries, but don't bank that the problems will not be there. So many other things are happening all over the world, but eventually will reach us one of these moments. Thank you very much.
Frisco don't have so much money I left with
Hello?
Thanks. Oh boy. All right. Did Lisa leave a girly word or no? Oh, there she is.
But the wiki.
What the with you live long?
But that.
Oh, you live long?
I did tell you. I ain't live the queen.
I just say did Lisa leave a girly word? A bomb pop, here comes Lisa. We got now Lisa had blackout. No volume.
He got my coat. He got my coat.
Put on your volume in. No volume.
Take your volume.
Not so.
Not so.
Not so.
And you think you're covered for 100% of your policy?
Not so.
Not so.
Oh, there he is.
Okay.
All right. Got you.
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go for your girl word for today, Friday. It says, good morning.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
That was said by Jim Crow.
Of course. Don't postpone your happiness for the future. Happiness
That's
is
right.
something that you design for the present. So be happy now.
Don't worry.
Yes. With your presents where you get, be happy. Don't
Of
worry.
course. Of
Yeah.
course. Now we have the first part of the man's perspective.
Lisa, I want to tell you no, because I know how you get back. Tomorrow when Frisco come, I get some wine. Because it never get none at the last one where we had, and you may get the biggest bottle. I know got luck.
What?
Yes.
I don't care. We're going to share that bottle.
We don't share nada.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
We ain't
We're
share
gonna
Look at
share.
things.
Had that
Look
the
at
go
the
on?
situation.
He was the one who
situation.
found the biggest bottle. I was minding my business.
Yes.
Lisa the sip on the scissor
Yo,
the night.
Frisco,
What?
Everybody else get $1.50 bottle of water, right? So I said, man,
Well, that's another question.
I don't got no $1.50 bottle of water. Lisa, that's all right. See what $5 Coke bottle, yeah?
No, I want to know. I believe want to know.
Uh-huh.
Well, Lisa to do it. I wine.
What do you do with wine?
We get big sexy.
Watch
Okay, all right. I know when I drink.
cook with wine.
Wine.
Hey, when I drink the wine, I know I feel sexy. I don't know about you.
I tell you.
Wee.
I don't know. I kind of, man. Lisa Love channeling says Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Oh,
much.
Ram called to wish you Happy Mother's Day and you weren't here.
Thank you.
All right.
It's because it keeps saying unstable. I'm literally right over it.
Uh-huh. I'm just saying, don't think that Ram didn't call you. Ram did call to wish you Happy Mother's Day.
Hey.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Well, this is the best free flow right there, so I just said.
Channeling, hi, and thank you. Happy Mother's Day.
So we send the
All
free
right.
flow
Ladies
for
and
your
gentlemen,
group.
I like this one.
Uh-huh.
All right, go ahead and groove.
I like this free flower.
Yeah, that's the free flow right there.
Mm-hmm.
That go with the man's perspective right now. Watch it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes. Very good. Uh-huh. Ladies, that's enough flower, that's a cool. All right, ladies
Oh,
and gentlemen,
Lord.
the man's perspective. The man's perspective for today deals with what is happening around us at home and around the globe. It says a narcissist is a person of many words initially, a person of their word. They will paint the future you've always dreamed of, but deliver a nightmare you must recover from.
Oh gosh, man.
That's not love. Love is on the camera with us right now. All right.
There you go.
Look at power.
Yeah.
Free flower.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, speak. Ooh,
I need to get the flowers. I didn't want your flowers. I need to give you a flower.
boy.
Huh?
He do something wrong.
A flower for you,
One
my
thing
darling. All right, watch
That's
out.
right.
Oh, you got. All right.
I guess he gonna be sleeping on the couch tonight.
Right. Or in the doghouse.
If she had the decency for throw out, I could have at least put on the baking powder and salt with some water.
Why not some sugar?
Man.
Yeah. Boy, after that is big sheep. This sheep weigh like 100, well at least 125 pounds. And it get on the veranda where I have one sock crack corn. And this fool he start to eat. And I gone out there to try to get the sheep. I know they listen to me. I did drag her until finally I got this sheep in our headlock. I him to try to buck me. And I had to try walk him up at the step. And him to brace himself. You don't know how close he come to get barbecue this evening. And I ain't trick you. God, we done. What? Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's very good. We joined Mr. Frisco.
Of course.
With a collaboration.
No collab.
No collab today with the second part of the man's perspective.
Put back the free flower there. Put back the free flower there for me.
Yes.
Put back the free flower there for me as an intro to this part, yeah, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Give me that free flower. A rose and bow.
Ungrateful.
Huh?
Back in the day,
so the man's perspective says, my girlfriend is very pushy. To the point where she makes all the decisions. Have we heard this before? How do I be happy with everything she chooses for us when some of the stuff she does for us I don't want or I don't like? You know, the women run the show. Some men are fine, women running the show, but yeah.
Stand up for yourself, grow yourself a pair.
Yeah.
Watch out. If you watch out, there are certain things where one man, could let their wife do. There's nothing wrong with your wife say, I think you should have wear this shirt, or I think you should have, comb your hair. So, there's nothing wrong with that. But you have very possessive partners.
What about if I say, I like you in this shirt?
Yeah.
A different way of saying it. I like you. I like that collar on you.
Yeah. And that should make the man say to himself, all right, you know what? I know my partner like this style or this color. So then when you go out again, it's a back and forth thing. But you have some real nagging wenches out there where will nag you for nothing. And where you have to do that stand up. That's not everything you want to fight or you want to make your battle. When they tell you do something, do they? But there comes a point where you have to say, yo, babe, watch out. One of these days, Alice, bang, zoom. Something like that.
You have a man up, no?
Yeah, man, you have to man up.
Huh?
Yeah, you have to man up. Just like women sometimes women have to woman up too.
No, so women like be in charge and they run the show.
But every man know woman run the show, Frisco. Woman could handle money better than we. They could take care of our house better than we.
Sometimes, well, like they always say that no way you tell people anything now how you tell it.
You say yes.
I would tell it to your fellow sometime. Lotion your elbow, man, because you look It look whitish. Not like I the bars are wrong. I just look out for her. Or I would have said, if we goes away, I would have said, well, people can do everything for me except certain things.
Some man are right to that, you know. Some man are right to that, but not all.
But people, I would have said, even if we go in, like, when we go to my family, like when we go anywhere at all, he left me like I choose for when he wear.
Oh, yeah?
Right, right. Some
and then I want to buy a shirt for her, I want to buy a matching pants or whatever. And then I will tell her, wear this on the shirt, underneath your shirt, make your titty not look like it. Like
Lord.
You can't say titty on the radio. How you are call up radio and say titty?
It look good on the help her outfit.
Bye.
But I don't have to, you can't do that, you can't eat this, you can't sit down there, no.
Oh my God.
Not it.
I'm not like bossing around for me, that like carrying, like carrying on a way.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes some women not realize when they cross the line for caring to bossing.
The boss thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't say you right, I just say.
Well,
Sometimes that bossing come from caring where they don't know for sure, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes the bossing just come from miserable.
I got you, the man. I got you.
My pillow, you can't boss on my pillow, but I just look out for her like 100% because I'm a partner. No, I go there look anywhere where I look nice.
Got you.
But when you talk
You know when you go there,
I said I got no problem with it.
Happy Mother's Day weekend, Lisa, love.
thanks.
My birthday, me about wine and sip a wine.
What? He done that already. He done touch it already, yeah?
Whee!
Done the touch it.
Up,
Groove?
up.
Anytime after, yeah.
Well, murdered the can just to say fifth on the air. You know,
Hi there, Chucha.
That came out of left field.
Oh, Lord.
Right.
It's terrible.
Right.
We're going to take a break then. Lisa, you want to add anything to that?
I already had.
I want to
yes.
subtract some things.
I'm scared of y'all.
Yes.
No. You see, you drink the wine and you feel sexy, and then you realize that you drink a wine and you and then you feel sexy. That's a problem. No, that means that there ain't nobody when they feel sexy. No, I don't know about Lisa, but
That sexy contagious. Like, if you get that wine, that wine that was blueprint to Ranga. I don't know what that
fair question. Who they were doing it to drink wine and feel sexy? I never drink the wine to feel sexy.
But it just happened.
I drink the wine and end up to feel sexy. That's all I'm saying.
So what you want to know that way Lisa do?
So,
Wait. That's what he wants to know?
That's the way you want to know. You can't drink the kind of wine by yourself.
oh, yeah. Yes.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's the way they had blackout.
I'm free for wine tastings, bar mitzvahs, weddings, anniversaries.
That's right.
What are we? Y'all making assumptions.
That free flow, I can buy the flow again. Casale, we got
You
that.
make.
No, what? Groove Master got to go to the Cashew Fest wearing the same exact outfit like Miss Donna. They got a match when they go out together.
The last year, I match.
So, okay, yeah, does she run things?
Yeah, Donna run things.
How much you want give me?
You know the
if
first
you
time,
give me the right amount of money, I will wear the same color dress with Donna wear.
Groove Master, before I came to Belize, Groove Master, I didn't know cashew was a fruit. You know, we see cashew seeds and peanuts here in America, in North America, in Trumpland, because it's Central America, but I never know it was a fruit until I moved to Belize and went to Murdet City and ate this fruit, and it was a cashew. I'm like, man, okay, this is how it is. It's a fruit. I didn't even know that.
And I can't eat that no more.
Yeah.
And I can't eat that no more because each cashew seed got a 10% tariff on it.
Oh, tariff, Millie boy, tariff.
Not tariff.
Yeah. I wanted to go to the Cashew Fest this weekend, but Groove Master said he got to be home by 10 o'clock. He can't go to the party. He got to go home and lock down. So I got to find somebody else to hang out with because he got a curfew. By 10 o'clock, he got to be home.
You know how Cinderella? You know how Cinderella turned into a pumpkin at 12?
I tell you to come back 10 o'clock.
Oh, gosh, man.
Yes.
Yeah, Casale.
Okay.
Anyway, you guys have a good weekend down there, man. You know, one thing I like about the villages in Belize City is that rice and beans on that fire heart, man. Man, that rice and beans is bomb, man. I can eat that without meat, just that fire heart rice and beans. That's all I need. Anyway,
That's not fire heart. That's fire heart.
Yeah. Why group you just shell on the place? Anybody who missed that just know, right?
They missed it. Trust me.
What it was, it's just about eating healthy. You know, it's all about,
Hey, go.
a pumpkin.
Somebody turned pumpkin at 12 o'clock. What happened? You turned out cucumber at 10?
I told her, yes.
He said you would
just
be
like
nice in the rubber pumpkin at 12. He turned
I turned up cucumber at 10 o'clock.
Oh,
I don't want, you know something? I could have write one whole story around that one sentence.
Hold on.
I could have write one
Boca.
whole story about that.
What got on?
What's up, guys?
Hi, Boca. Morning.
Frisco.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things I think those people that do those yard cutting with their machines, their weed cutter.
The weed walker.
Yeah, I think that even with the city council that does the streets, that they need to do a little survey before they start the machine.
Why?
Because it seems like that machine is a distraction to bees.
Yeah, well, the bees are not all the time, but yeah, the bees, yeah, that they excite the
But
bees.
somehow I think when that machine they cut grass, their bees get more hungry.
Yeah. Plus,
That's
they go
right.
In the area.
Yeah, plus then they go in at the area where they're there.
Yes, but that's why they tell you before you go cut, take a lease survey.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't see there. But yeah, no, I there we have to choose. You have to scope out the zone there, but yeah.
Yeah, because I mean the news where I watch it, man, I'm sorry for that guy, dog. That be rough.
For real, man.
Yeah, he rough. So I just think that, anybody who got a yard cutter, anybody with cutter for cut, just take a little peep in at the bush wrong, see if any bee there wrong before you even start the machine.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it should be a little precaution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and second thing, guys, I know that Mother's Day, but if somebody gives their mom mommy for Mother's Day, does that count?
Straight the hell, Boca. Boca, straight the hell.
First of all, mommy ain't even in that season right now.
No,
Yes,
man,
it is.
because
Stop
I
it,
have
stop
a
it,
friend
stop
that
it.
comes from the States
It
and he
isn't
went to the
season,
market
Frisco.
and he asked the lady how much were those mothers.
How much of those mothers?
That's the mother.
Yes.
I
Isn't
don't know
it?
if a Mother's Day, you could give a leaf for mommy.
I mean, hey, if a man like mommy again,
Yeah, Lisa, well, would you accept that?
Yeah.
you know what I like? And I don't hear nobody make it. I'd eat an ice cream made from the
I think
mammies.
I done it already.
I made that. I made mommy ice cream and I made mommy shit. That's one of the nicest.
That's supposed to be the nicest thing ever.
That's nice, my boy.
Take care, guys.
All right, Boca.
Lisa, enjoy your Mother's Day and make sure
Thank you.
Frisco
Thank
our
you.
group tomorrow give you a nice meal and make it tell you that he cooked, that Dana cooked.
I got a special plate for you when you reach.
Yeah.
Happy
Take care,
Mother's
guys.
Day, Boca.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hush.
All right.
Yes.
Anything
Are you
else?
going to take the break? Or?
No, we can finish up and after the break. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got birthdays?
Yeah, we definitely got
All right.
some birthdays up there. Got some big people, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah? Mr. Lenny Bailey.
Still in the Bailey.
Yeah, boy.
Today
I mean, Robert, good
is the
morning.
day you've been waiting for. Today is your
I got a
birthday.
party.
All right, who we got?
We got these people right here, ladies and gentlemen. Foremost, the one and only man among men. This is Mr. Eddie Kanaki. Happy birthday to you, Eds, coming from the missus, from all the kids, wishing you many, many more. Here he is saying, I look better if I put out the left foot or the right foot. Happy birthday. This is the one and only White Panther. This is Mr. Aaron Anderson.
Anderson. Happy
Yo,
birthday.
the man got long hair there. I like the outfit where you got on. Happy birthday to you, Aaron. Hope you have many, many
Where the
more.
man is today?
The man, they say, wait a second. If I press this thing, I know it could look like I could lose 10 more pounds. Mm-hmm. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the blower of the socks, the one and only, the living legend, Mr. Earl the Pearl Henderson.
So Earl birthday today?
How you mean? Happy birthday to you, Earl.
And the man just send me 3 track.
Oh, for
That's
real?
right.
Yeah.
Here he is saying, I wonder if they mentioned my birthday on the morning stew.
Oh, speaking about Earl, so yeah, tomorrow night, so then got one splash down there, Mother's Day special as well as sip and chat. Hold on, I still up on Earl. With
right.
Kenny G and the New Creation Band as well.
Kenny Gladden and the Creation Band.
Yeah.
The Boom, the Henderson Bank. So check them out. Earl want to do his special Mother's Day. Special Mother's Day.
Nice
Presentation. Yeah, man. Bad pana him. He touch a sax. Ooh wee.
Oh yes, Earl. I remember the time Earl get on stage, right at the corner of the stage, and then y'all say, Earl get down there on one knee with the saxophone, and it start to blow. Wow, then y'all woo.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, not only that, happy birthday going out to Miss Tessa Marin. Happy birthday to you, Miss Tessa Marin, coming to you from Tessa Martin.
Okay.
Coming to you, yes, from Gina and everybody.
Okay.
Where the picture gone?
Happy Mother's Day.
Where the picture gone? Sunday, where the picture gone? Sunday, show and make us young.
Carol.
To who?
Miss Carol saying, Beulah is saying Happy Mother's Day to Miss Carol, her aunt.
Okay.
Oh.
And Happy Mother's Day to you too, Miss Beulah.
Hey, Groove.
Miss Beulah. Yes.
So we say, you turn cucumber at 10 o'clock and you turn noodles at 10:13.
Yeah. Yes. Not just any noodles.
What the way? Oh gosh, man.
The man shot me at least 3 minutes.
Oh, Lord. Terrible.
I'm glad to see that our listeners' minds are quite in the gutter.
Terrible.
Let me say a shout out to DJ Mark Hyde. Oh, man.
A lot of people on going rewind. A lot of people going rewind the show off. Now, wait a minute, say. I miss it.
I pick up International Tony G too.
All right.
I hope the man at the end tonight. The man must play some Mother's Day style of thing. Hey, wins the other time. What else? Oh yeah. Tomorrow night. So tonight, serious business.
Mm-hmm.
Then afterwards, Jesse. On the
Yes.
Friday night. Saturday, it's the what you call it thing? Team Soca. Or Trinidad. Saturday night mix down after that. So
With T&T Link, we are deal with the Trinidad people and we are talk about roti, palori, and some doubles.
yes.
Some double, yes, boy. You can't forget them doubles.
Man.
Well,
okay.
right about now, my Kentucky Fried Chicken, my Big Mac, and my Whopper is probably over Belize. I mean, my son Alain is probably over Belize as face. And I want to think that the food that I think about, I think about my son. Lisa, Alain, they bring me one Big Mac, they bring me one Whopper, they bring me Kentucky Fried Chicken. Ooh, lad.
Oh, you're going to be in heaven.
They in a
Right.
heaven.
Take us out.
I want to say, I would like to apologize to our forecasters. Maybe we could get, I had 4 forecasters because.
Well, I'll tell you what. You look like we get some rain.
When?
I guess I'm rain this weekend.
Yeah. Along with one northwest type of.
Northwest. All right. We want
I
to.
don't want to say it so, but that's all.
Yeah. We want to thank Miss Belle E. Button for stopping by earlier. She had to leave, and I called Dr. Angioplasty, but we won't be able to do the weather. Also, I had scheduled Mr. Gleebitz. Lisa, you remember Mr. Gleebitz?
Yes.
Dan, right? Yeah, Dan Gleebitz. Yes, all right, good. I scheduled him and I scheduled 1, 2, 3, but couldn't make it either.
Oh.
You know Mr. 2, 3 Frisco?
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3. You know
1,
him?
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. As in Juan.
1, 2, 3.
Ah,
1,
boy.
2, 3.
All right. So yeah,
That's why, you know.
we expect some weather there, some rain, and Saturday night into Sunday. So Mother's Day might be a wet one.
A wet Mother's Day. That means that the boxing and cricketry might turn out to be mud wrestling. Watch out.
Just might.
And the thing about mud wrestling, so some of is allowed in mud wrestling.
Exactly.
Yes.
But not in boxing.
Not in boxing.
That's right.
All right.
Guys,
Anyway,
thank
Miss
you
Love.
much. Thank you to all the mothers, mother figure, and everybody who's on. And
Happy Mother's Day to Miss Ava Jean.
Happy Mother's
Yes, Miss
Day.
Ava.
My mother.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, Miss Alva, happy Mother's Day to all of our stewards, to our stewards who are moms, anybody who is a mother figure. We're going to leave it right there like a mother figure. Thank you so much, friends, family.
I get to that song very funny.
What?
That mother, I get frightened right away.
Mother figure.
Yes.
I'm Miss Alva. Happy Mother's Day as well to all my friends and all my family. Love you guys. Happy Mother's Day. Please take care of yourselves. Enjoy your Friday. Stay safe. Keep yourself hydrated. It's hotter than a mug, yo.
What?
Stay safe. We
Miss
love you.
Ava, Miss Ava, I think I got like 2 custard apple on the tree. I want to see if I could go beat up one bird and get one
We
for you.
had this
And
discussion, so you better pat your brakes.
So what? You know what? So you know what? Ava get one custard apple.
Ava will get her custard apple, but we had this discussion, so he better pat his brakes because when we spoke, it was 4 on the tree. So
yeah,
2 for me.
Mel get 2 today. Yes. Yes, Mel do one thing for me, man. And Dana got one. Aye. Anyway.
Right. Guys, thank you so much. We love you. Stay safe.
Watch out. This is enough first thing in the morning, you know. We know how to up behind the quarrel with one another. That's why you know. Whoa. Tell our Frisco, we know the quarrel.
I did before anyone, I don't know.
I ban Maca Cream, I know that.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay. Ayo.